Hello and welcome back to a brand new vlog. My name's Katie for all you new followers, and for all my regulars, hello and welcome back. Now, I was meant to be doing these videos every 2 weeks, so that's what I told myself to do anyway. But I think it's been 4 weeks since the last one, and there's good reasons for that. It's just been mega crazy hectic. We were actually selling at a garden show last weekend down in Guildford, the Loseley Garden Show, and it was the first one of the year. And yeah, it was amazing. We weren't quite sure what to expect, but it was really good and it was really busy. It was actually our best show there, and we've been doing that show for about 5 years now. So yeah, it was just nice to get out and see people and talk to people. And yeah, and we sold a few things as well, which is great. But yeah, we were busy doing that. Obviously, we were there from the Friday to the Sunday, but in the week before that, we were prepping and packing the van and things like that. So it was pretty full on. I went by myself on the Saturday because we were forecast for rain, and I said to my dad, you might as well stay home and make more metalwork. There's no point both of us sitting on the stand if it's not going to be very busy. But yeah, it was really good. But that's the reason why I haven't done one of these vlogs in a little while, which does mean that I should have more to show you because it should have built up. But because we've been so busy, I haven't really had much time to do much crafty stuff. Nonetheless, there is still stuff to show you, and I'm really excited to show you how much of my scrapbook that I've been doing. I think I mentioned it in the last vlog that I was going to start one, and yeah, oh my gosh, it's addictive. But anyway, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just show you a few of my knitting whips, my works in progress. There are two. Yeah, I'll talk about them as I go. The first one I'm going to show you is in the bottom of the bag. I need to be careful with that one. I'll show you this one in a second. And this is the Scaggin Tea by Witchery Design. And it's just a lovely button-down, short-sleeved cardigan, which I suppose you just wear as a slouchy t-shirt. This is how much I've done of it. Probably not any more than I last showed you. I'm going off it a little bit. And I think it's just because I feel like I'm knitting and knitting and knitting, but not getting anywhere. Because obviously it's quite long rows. And yeah, I just feel like I'm not getting anywhere with it. So I was a little bit fed up with it, so I decided to keep working on my Weasley jumper, but I think I'm going to pick this up again after I finish the Weasley jumper, because I'm mega excited about finishing that. Yeah, I'm probably just under halfway, so I mean I will do it. It's just, yeah, it was getting a little bit tedious, and I felt like I needed a little bit of a change of scenery. So I put that in the bottom of the bag. And then what I did do is I cast on the front of my Weasley jumper last week. So I think it was last Thursday. So yeah, 10 days, 12 days ago. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm flying through it, but I'm not the fastest knitter. But I have nearly done the front. So I did the back a few weeks ago. Put the shoulders on the I don't know what you call them, stitch holders. And then I cast on my Scaggin Tea. But like I said, I got a little bit bored of that, so I cast on the front of this, and yeah, I've nearly done it. What I'm doing now is I am just shaping the neck, and I have about 4 centimetres left just to do my even stockinette stitch on the shoulders. So yeah, nearly finished. The neckline isn't the neatest, but it's the first time I've ever done a neckline like this, like working 2 separate bits on one needle. Whew, when they were like all joining, they, what was it, knit for like 22 stitches, then cast off 14, and then join in a new yarn and then knit for 22, I think it was, or something like that. But I was reading and rereading and rereading the instructions, a bit like, what? But I did it. Like I said, it's not the neatest, but I'm hoping that I can make it neat when I come to putting on the ribbon round the neck. But yeah, nearly done at the front. So pleased with it. Up until then, I mean, it was such an easy knit. So yeah, really excited to get this finished. The next thing to do in the instructions is to put on the duplicate embroidery initial, but I think I'm going to hold off to do that till the last thing, because I'm quite excited about it, and I think if I tell myself, right, do the sleeves and then do the initial, I think it will push me to do it. But yeah, just the 2 sleeves to do then, and I got myself a Wheezy jumper. So excited. I'm obviously going to put a K on it in the goldy yellow. But yeah, this is from the Harry Potter Knitting Magic book, which I showed you again in a previous episode. But yeah, really nice easy knit. Just had to get my head around the neckline there. And yeah, working on 2 balls of yarn was a little bit like, what am I doing? But I did it, so quite pleased. Not the neatest, but hey ho. So they're the 2 things that I'm working on at the moment. I'm not going to cast on anything else. My nephew's cast on jumper is still just like that. But I am determined to finish the Wheezy jumper, then finish the Scaggin Tea, and yeah, there's something else I'm going to work on. But after that, I need to work on Christmas presents, because I've got quite a lot of yarn here which need to be made into Christmas presents, and I've got all the patterns ready and the yarn, but I feel like it's August now. The year's going so quickly. Christmas will be here before we know it. And I actually told myself, I think it was back in like February, to start making Christmas presents, and that's when I planned people's Christmas presents out. I ordered yarn and patterns and things. But yeah, I just haven't really been working on them. Like I said, it's been down to time. But there is good news on the knitting front. In a previous episode, I mentioned that I was looking for a knitting pattern of like my dream chunky mustard cardigan, and I was looking for quite a long time on Ravelry and on, you know, other websites for patterns, and I just couldn't find one. Then I was on Instagram and I was looking, I can't remember which hashtag I was looking through, but I was looking through a hashtag and this cardigan came up, and she hadn't released it yet, but she released it, I think it was last week. Oh no, it was a couple of weeks ago she released it. And as soon as I saw it, I was just like, that's it. That's the cardigan that I have to knit. Like, it was just everything I wanted in a cardigan. It's not so chunky, but yeah, just dream cardigan. And I was looking for, so I bought her pattern, and it's by Nina Knits on Instagram. I'll put it up on the screen for you. And it's called Nina's Cardigan. She uses We Are Knitters petite wool, and I was trying to find a very similar wool to use with the same gauge in it, but I couldn't find one, so I thought, well, I'll just buy the yarn that she uses, and they have it in this really lovely mustard colour. I think it's called ochre. They were out of stock anyway, so I signed up for the email notification to let me know when it was back in stock. That was 2 weeks ago. I kept checking the website, kept subscribing to the email notification, and then I think it was yesterday I got the email to say it was in stock, and it said be quick because there's other knitters who are looking for this yarn. So I was like, quick. I went on my laptop, ordered it. I've ordered 7 balls. The pattern calls for 6, but I'm going to make it a little bit longer, and obviously I want to make the sleeves a bit longer, so I'm so happy and just so excited about it. So yeah, Wheezy jumper, Scaggin Tea, Nina's cardigan, and then Christmas presents. It's so difficult because now I'm just remembering all those other projects that I wanted to do, like that rainbow yoke, pride yoke. There's just not enough time, is there? But I think I'm gonna stick to that and maybe try and do the pride yoke t-shirt for next summer. Because that uses short rows, and I'm not very confident with short rows, so I don't think it'll be ready for this summer. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. I'm just so happy to have found a cardigan that I love. Hopefully I can knit it up okay as well. But yeah, I've always wanted a mustard cardigan. It's just going to go with so much stuff. Mustard is one of my favourite colours, and yeah, it just goes with every outfit, doesn't it? It goes with every colour. So that's about it for the knitting bits and bobs. On the sewing front, again, I haven't really been doing much sewing. Again, down to time. What I have been doing is I have been sewing some face masks, because obviously in the UK now we have to wear face masks when we go into shops. And I think most indoor places now, apart from places where you need to eat, yeah, we have to wear a face mask. So I decided to use some of my scraps up and make some, and I made some for my mum and for my auntie as well. I don't really have any non-girly fabric to make any for the males in my household. Yeah, they don't want to walk around with flowery masks. But anyway, I made myself 3, and I made myself a flowery one, and then these 2. So this is a snail print. I think I made a skirt from this. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's very bright. Yeah, little tiny snails on it. Really, really nice pattern. So it's got a liner. It's also got like a pocket which you can put interface in, or like an extra filter in. And then I bought some soft elastic from Amazon to put on there. I've also put wire on the nose bridge to, let me put it on to show you. So that's the face mask. I am having a problem with wearing glasses and wearing a face mask, but I mean, it fits really, really nice. I can breathe in it. Yeah, it does the job. So I've got my snail one, I've got a floral one, and then I used some of my Wonder Woman fabric from the offcuts of my knitting bag with gingham inside. So I've got like a little matchy knitting bag and face mask. Oh dear, I do like it when things match. Anyway, the pattern that I used for these face masks, because there's loads out there, and I do actually want to try and make some of those pleated ones to see if they're a little bit more comfortable wearing glasses. But this one was a free one by Birder Style. It comes in 4 different sizes. So you've got babies, children, then you've got small adults and children. Adults normal, adults large. So yeah, there's 4 different sizes. This was the normal adult size. I don't know why they say normal adults. It's a bit of a weird way to call it, but yeah, really good, easy, simple pattern, nice and structured, and they fit really well. Yeah, I think I've made about 10 now, so yeah, very, very good one, very, very good one. And I like that you can put the wire in, because that actually helps, because some masks which I had before steamed up your glasses quite a lot, and I think that was because the air was coming out the top of the mask, but this one is quite close to your face and quite, you know, a nice snug fit, so yeah, you don't get much steam coming up and steaming up your glasses. I was going to show you some other sewing things. So yeah, they're the face masks. The only other thing that I finished is my wrap skirt, which is here. I think I finished this about 3 weeks ago, and I wore it when we went to RHS Wisley a few weeks ago. And yeah, just a really, really nice summery skirt. So it's a wrap one, so it's obviously just in one piece like that. It's really, really swishy and summery, and when you wear it you do feel like twirling all the time, so yeah, I really like it. And then obviously I used the 2 different fabrics which I got from John Lewis, so I got it in this blue and then the mustard matching mustard one. I couldn't quite get that out then, just to do the flouncing and the waistband. And then there's a buttonhole here, so you can, I suppose I could still put it on, couldn't I? Not that you wear it with trousers, but new bit of fashion. So yeah, you put the tie through there and just wrap it round. It doesn't go with this shirt at all. Sorry, I forget it wraps at the side, ties at the side. Probably would have just been easier for me to show you a picture of this, but yeah, there we go. A little wrap skirt, really nice length for me, and you don't show too much. So yeah, really, really pleased with it, and I love the 2 different fabrics. They work, I mean, they're exactly the same fabric, just different colours, so of course they work together, but yeah, love it, really, really love it. The only thing that was a pain with this pattern was hemming the really, really long flounce. It took quite a long time, but apart from that, so easy. I know I say that about everything that I make, but it really, really was easy. And the pattern is Simplicity 8606. Oh, you can't see it very well. And it comes in 2 different lengths, and you can have it with the flounce or without it. So lots of different style options there. But yeah, really, really nice. I bought a metre of each fabric. But no, actually, I think that was about right, a metre of each fabric, because when you cut out the flounce, it does take up quite a lot of fabric. So yeah, worked out very, very nice. They are the only 2 things, I think. Yeah, the only 2 things which I've really finished sewing. Put it back up on the rail. My gingham dress is still being made. I haven't touched that at all, but it is the next thing to be completed, because it is just sat on my desk now. I also need to make that dress for my mum. And the other thing, which is sort of my in progress sewing project, is my halter neck dress, which I was really excited to sew up because I was inspired by the Great British Sewing Bee. I think they had a halter neck competition thing, and they just looked really nice. So I bought this pattern by Butterick. It is a retro Butterick pattern, 1952, B6682, and you can get it in a little jacket. Yeah, you can get a little jacket as well, but I'm not making the jacket. Let me show you how much I've done anyway, because it's here. It is very nearly done. So I have finished. I'm not going to be able to really put it on. There we go. So I have sewn it, as you can see, but I need to put the zip in, sew up the side, hem the bottom, and then put the hook and eyes on the halter neck. But I was trying it on as I went along, because I am quite small in the chest area, so I needed to adjust the bust pieces. But I got them fitting rather well, and I was happy with it. I sewed the bodice together, I sewed the side together, and I tried it on. I was just looking at myself in the mirror like, I don't know if it suits me. And I think the problem is because I have quite big hips, and this dress then has a very gathered, so it's got your bodice part here, and then it's got your gathered skirt piece which starts here. I just think it makes my hips look bigger, and yeah, I wasn't keen on it, so I put it to one side, and I think that was about 3 weeks ago. I haven't worked on it since, but I will finish it, because it's very nearly done. I will finish it, but yeah, just a little bit disappointed because I was so excited about making myself a halter neck dress. But I might think differently once it's all sewn together and hemmed and all that. So yeah, I will definitely finish it. I was just a little bit put off. But yeah, that's about it for sewing projects wise. The other thing which I do quite like the look of sewing is a pair of culottes. And I've had this pattern for a while now. It is a Vogue pattern, V8836, and it's trousers and culottes. I particularly like the denim with the spotty look ones there. And actually, me and my mum were looking through a magazine the other day, and we saw someone wearing very similar to these culottes, but they were like grey and white gingham. They looked really nice, so I'm on the hunt for some nice sort of linen-y grey and white gingham. And when I find it, I might make myself some culottes. But yeah, I haven't really been to any fabric shops to look at fabric. We've only got 2 in our city centre anyway, so there's not a big selection. And I always like to buy fabric which I can look at and see, because sometimes it comes a bit see-through, and you can feel the texture then, can't you? So yeah, that's all sewing. The only other thing that I've been doing is scrapbooking. I think what I might do is change the camera angle in a second, just to show you show you the scrapbook a little bit better. But I am really enjoying this again. Like I said, I used to scrapbook quite a lot for college and uni and things like that, and I started to make one for my nephew when he was born. It's just one of those hobbies that got pushed to the side when I got my allotment. And yeah, I've absolutely loved taking it up again. I'm so enjoying it. I have quite a lot of scrapbooking supplies. already. But I did treat myself to a few new pieces, and the two websites were Little Magpie, I think they're called Little Magpie, and Crafty Charlie, or Charlie Crafty, not sure which way round. But I got a few new papers, so, oh sorry, this is probably noisy, like autumnal ones. And what I've been trying to do is put like a theme for each page, which goes with the handmade thing that I've made. Yeah, to make a little theme. Crafty Charlie, that's what one of them is called. And I found a like Harry Potter scrapbook collection by Echo Park Paper Company, Witches and Wizards, and it's not Harry Potter, but it is Harry Potter. It's quite obvious that it is Harry Potter. And yeah, I've got these stickers and some paper. I love it. There's one Harry Potter thing, and then there will be my Weasley jumper. But I was like, oh, I have to have the Harry Potter paper. Just some sort of like baby themed stuff. Garden theme, some flowery paper, some more like letters. Yeah, just some like chipboard things. Just to go with each theme of the page. I'll show you the scrapbook now. Probably make more sense then. But yeah, happy. So let's change the camera angle, and I will go through my little scrapbook with you. Going to be very handy now. So this is my handmade scrapbook, which will hold all my handmade creations inside. It's getting quite fat already, so yeah, I've only done about 10 pages. I expect it's going to be a very, very fat book by the end, but I'm so loving it. And I've put this sort of fabric paper on the front cover. I've had it on my shelf for years and years. And obviously it's got a very crafty theme to it. What I am going to do is put a title on the front somewhere when I decide how I want to put the text in, because there is no text in the scrapbook yet, just because I haven't decided how I want to do that. And what I might do is get my typewriter out and yeah, type up some little bits to go in there. So the first page is just about me. So I'm just going to do a little bit of an introduction. I think one of the main things for this book is for me to look back on, and also for family and friends and, you know, future generations to maybe look back on as well. Or not look back on, but look in. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a little bit about me and how I got into sewing and things like that, and when I started knitting. The next pages are my crafty areas. So I've got my little knitting corner, which I was sat in just now, and then there's my sewing corner, which is obviously this desk and all the paraphernalia on the shelves. But I'm going to put a little bit of text here. Like I said, I might do it on my typewriter, and I think that will look quite nice. Then I just got this little page here with my sewing machine, my Nan's sewing machine, and my great Nan's sewing machine on there. I thought that was quite a nice little thing, just to, you know, it's been in the family for a few generations, and I feel quite proud to continue the tradition of sewing and crafting. So I thought that was quite nice to put there. And then this is where the projects start. So I've got really nice themed paper. Like I said, I've had quite a lot of paper in my drawers and things for years and years and years. So it's quite nice to use them and add little bits as well. So I try to do them in the order in which I made them. Obviously there are things before this which I never took pictures of or anything, so I've decided to start at this point. And I think this was back in 2013. But yeah, my little Harry Potter theme for my Harry Potter cross stitch. Again, I'm going to put some text here and some text here. But yeah, like I said, I've been trying to keep some themes going with the pictures. Obviously this was Harry Potter, so I went for the Harry Potter theme. This one was my little shed, sweet shed cross stitch sign for my shed. So it's very pretty and floral, so I went for a sort of pretty floral theme on that page. Christmassy, my Christmas stocking for my nephew. I made a teddy for my nephew as well. Again, there's going to be text here when I decide how I want to do it. I've added in these little stamped dates as well. I thought they were quite nice. Superhero cape for my nephew. Made this jacket for my dad, which is like a nice little garden theme. Then there's my Hessian bag. I'm actually going to make some more of them to sell soon. And I like this little vegetable seed packet. It's really cute. My Peter Rabbit scarecrow jacket. And then the dress, I can't remember which pattern this was now that I made it in 2 different fabrics. Christmas stockings. I think that's it for now. What I have done is I've written down which projects are going to go on each page. I'm coming into knitting territory soon, which I'm quite excited about. There's going to be some dungarees, my needle felted Herdwick, and then it's knitting territory, so quite excited to get onto that. But yeah, all I need to add now is the text. And like I said, I might use my old typewriter to type them up. I quite like the look of the typewriting text. But yeah, really happy with how it's coming along. It's nice to use up all my little bits and bobs. And I ordered, well, yeah, I bought quite a lot of new washi tape as well, which I'm a little bit addicted to now. So yeah, really enjoying this new hobby, really loving it. And it's nice to look back on all the projects which I've done, and yeah, just add things to it. The only thing I will quickly mention is I got my photos printed from a company called Infikki. I think they've got 20% off at the moment. And I've gone for these sort of retro Polaroid designs, and then they also do these smaller prints like this, which are quite a nice little size. I also use this company to print off the pictures of my knitted garments to put in my knitted notebook, the journal thing that I keep, the ring binder. So yeah, really addictive. I actually really want to work on it again now. But I will finish this vlog and yeah, we'll go and sit back in the chair. So I think that might just be about it for this vlog. But there is one more thing that I do want to share with you, and it's something that I'm so happy about. A week ago I entered a competition on Instagram by the lovely Beth at Telling Yarns, and you had to tag your yarn bestie in there, so I tagged my good friend Helen, and it was to win a set of her Hogwarts themed mini skeins, and she does them then for each film, and I think she's going to release the 3rd one, The Prisoner of Azkaban, very soon. So it's the Philosopher's Stone set and the Chamber of Secrets set, and as most of you know, I am a huge Harry Potter fan, and I actually saw these yarns on her website and I fell in love. So when she put this competition on, I was like, oh, I'll just enter it. Like, I don't tend to enter many giveaways because I just think I'm not going to win it. But I really loved these yarns, and yeah, I won. I'm just so happy about it. She told me yesterday and she's going to send them out this week. I can share them then with Helen. So we get 1 bundle each. Yeah. So happy. I don't know what I'm going to make with them. I think I might just sit and squish them and stare at them for a good while before I decide what to make with them. But I have been contemplating making socks. So I might see if there's a nice beginner pattern or something to make myself some socks with. Although I probably would never wear them because I would never want to ruin them. So yeah. But yeah, I have been thinking of making some socks. I've actually been thinking of making some like Gryffindor themed socks to wear with my Weasley jumper. Like sort of chunky socks, which are like so high. Don't know if you can see my leg. Yeah, sort of like below the knee, grey ones with like with a red and yellowy gold stripe on. Been debating, but I don't know if I'm brave enough to try socks yet. But yeah, very, very Harry Potter themed, I think this vlog was. But yeah, so happy to have won that, and thank you so much to Beth at Telling Yarns for putting on such a lovely giveaway. And yeah, check out her website because she's got some beautiful yarns, and I will be sure to show you all when that yarn arrives in the post. I'm so excited. But yeah, I think that's about it for this vlog. The weather has turned outside. It looks very, very grey. Glad I went up the allotment this morning. Although I do need to go and pick some rhubarb to make some rhubarb crumble, so I might go and do that before the rain comes. But yeah, I really, really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.